Hello, friends! Today we're going to be learning about a 3D shape called a rectangular prism. A rectangular prism looks like this. So this is a rectangular prism on the computer. Another rectangular prism might be like a cereal box, a tissue box, or even a block that you might have at home. So this is a rectangular prism. It's called a rectangular prism because it has 6 faces that are all rectangles. You can see down here, this is what it would look like if it was all broke apart like an open box. Each face is a rectangle. A face is one side of the rectangular prism. There are also things called vertices and edges. Vertices are corners. So you can see these little corners that poke out. Those are called vertices. There are 8 vertices. We can count each corner and see that there are 8. There are also 12 edges. You can count those edges even when it's flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's the outside of the boxes. So this is a rectangular prism. In your journal today, you'll be writing 2 things that are true about a rectangular prism and 2 things that are not true about a rectangular prism. So I want you to take a nice look at it. Remember, things that are true would be it has rectangular faces. It has 8 vertices. There they are, all pointed. There's the 6 faces. It has 12 edges. There they are in green. There's the 8 vertices, 6 faces, and 12 edges. Those are all true about rectangular prisms. They all have rectangular faces. Rectangular means it's the shape of a rectangle. So when you're writing down, those are things you'll put for true. Things you could put for false are the wrong numbers for these. You could say a rectangular prism does not have 3 edges, does not have 4 vertices. So you would want to put things that are not true in the false category. So now that you've seen a rectangular prism, and you've seen a few other shapes here, we're going to go to our exit ticket for today. That's a matching. It has 4 3D shapes on one side and facts about 3D shapes on the other side. You are to draw lines from the shape to the fact about it. So let's see these shapes for a second. Rectangular prism. We just got done looking at a rectangular prism. Here's our rectangular prism. So let's read to figure out what would go with rectangular prism. Does it have no faces and no corners? Well, we said that it has 6 faces and 8 corners. So that's not true. Does it have rectangle and square faces? Well, let's look. I can see all laid flat here. I see some rectangles. Ooh, these are pretty square. So they have rectangle and square. That could be true. Does it have a corner, so only one, and no edges? No, we said there was 8 corners. So that's not true. And is everything square faces? No, it's rectangular. So we know we can match up rectangle to rectangular. Now you should have learned about the cube, the sphere, and the cone. But let's take a little look at what the cube, the sphere, and the cone could look like. So let's go search it up. A cone. Well, I see the cone here. I see it has one point, one corner. and a round side. Like an ice cream cone. So I'm going to jump all the way down to cone because I know it's like an ice cream cone. We said it had one corner. No faces, no corners. That's not true. Square faces. Were any of the sides of this square? No. So it's not going to be square faces. A corner, so one corner, that was true, and no edges. That's right, because it's round. So this would match. All right, we have two things left, a cube and a sphere. Which should we start with? The cube? All right, let's go look at a cube. Whoa, a cube looks just like a building block. It's got square sides and a whole lot of corners. No faces and no corners. Well, that's certainly not true. And if that's not true, there's only one option left, square faces. Then the cube did have a lot of square sides, so we know that's true. All right, and remember, be reading the words on your paper because mine are mixed up from yours, so you can't exactly copy me. So be reading the words. Our last one is sphere. Sphere. Let's look that one up. Oh, a sphere is like a ball. Is there any flat sides on a ball? No, it's completely round. There's no flat sides, no faces, and there's no corners. No faces and no corners. Look at that. We did our matching. So go through your page and read through and see if you can match them correctly. Remember, yours looks different than mine. So I hope you learned a little bit about some 3D shapes today. So we're proud of you. Keep up the good work. And soon you'll be a master of 3D shapes.